scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
To try again after the sack. Herbert, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Caught. It's Wilson. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad this because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From way up at the 23.
The Jets take over at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And some room. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Charger drive about to get going. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Able to find Lazard.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. 8 yards to go on second down. Ball again on second down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
DC, ready?
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Jackson now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On first down, it's Herbert.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman, 26 yards.
And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Jackson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Hall want to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Charles, when